Hey, welcome to the midday segment of the WebTV Corona Watch as we continue our day 2 coverage of the lockdown in Lagos, FCT Abuja and other parts of the country. We continue with updates on the impact of the coronavirus pandemic on the global, African and Nigerian economy. At the global level, the confirmed cases are 850,000 with over 42,000 deaths and about 178,000 plus recoveries. In Africa, more than 5,400 cases have been confirmed with over 200 deaths and over 380 recoveries. For Nigeria, the confirmed cases remain 139 with 2 deaths and 9 recoveries. Now to developing stories. President Donald Trump has warned Americans that the next 2 weeks will be tough and challenging as the country battles the rising death toll from COVID-19, which is now over 10,000. The United States is among the top 5 countries in the globe with a high case of coronavirus infections, with a wide impact on the country's economy and financial markets. President Trump has come under increased criticism over his management of the COVID-19 outbreak in the USA and urged the population to heed to guidance on to limit their group and gatherings to more than 10 people, work from home, and not dine in restaurants or bars. The world's biggest oil and gas companies are cutting spending this year following a collapse of oil prices driven by a slump in demand because of the coronavirus crisis and a price war between exporters, Saudi Arabia and Russia. Cuts already announced by major oil companies include Saudi Aramco and Royal Dutch Shell. They come to a combined amount of $28 billion, or a drop of 20% from the initial spending plan of $442 billion. The US dollar rallied against riskier currencies today, with the market staring at what looked like to be one of the worst economic contractions for many years. The world continues to confront the coronavirus pandemic, and this is one of the spiking or challenging issues for currencies. The dollar advanced against the euro, pound, and also the pound sterling, amongst other major currencies in the globe, as the global shares continue to highlight the growing risk from the pandemic that has shown little sign of abating. In Africa, according to Bloomberg, it may take 3 years for African economies to recover from the slowdown brought by the COVID-19 pandemic, according to the continent's finance ministers. The ministers, after a meeting with the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa, called on development partners to consider debt relief for over a 2 to 3 year period for all African nations. They also want a special purpose vehicle created to deal with all sovereign debt obligations, according to their statement. Last month, the ministers agreed that the continent needs $100 billion to face the economic crisis wrought by the virus. In Nigeria, as a result of the COVID-19 issues and the recent presidential broadcast announcing a lockdown in major cities in Nigeria, the Debt Management Office wishes to inform the general public that the FGN savings bond offer for the month of April 2020, which was scheduled for April 6 to 10, 2020, has been suspended. The DMO wishes to assure the general public that the FGN savings bond offer will continue when the conditions change. It should be noted that the suspension of the April 2020 offer will not affect coupon payments due to investors who have already issued FGN securities, as arrangements have been made to ensure that all coupon payments for and redemption of FGN securities are made as at when due to investors' designated accounts. The DMO wishes to use this medium to call on the general public to adhere strictly to Mr. President's directive and cooperate with relevant government agencies that are working assiduously to contain the spread of COVID-19. According to the National Bureau of Statistics, a total of volume of 893,681.888 transactions valued at 48.54 trillion naira were recorded in Q4 2019, as data on electronic payment channels in the Nigerian banking sector revealed. NIBS instant payment transactions dominated the volume of transactions recorded, 342, 636, and 006 volume of NIP transactions valued at 29.69 trillion naira for Q4 2019. In terms of credit to private sector, the total value of credit allocated by the bank stood at 17.19 trillion as at Q4 2019. Oil and gas and manufacturing sectors got the credit allocation of 3.42 trillion naira and 2.62 trillion naira to record the highest credit allocation as at the period under review. As at Q4 2019, the total number of bank staff increased by 2.14% quarter on quarter, from 101,435 in Q3 2019 to 103,610. The Petroleum Pump Price Regulatory Agency, PPRA, in line with the government approval for a monthly review of premium motor spirit price, hereby announced a guiding PMS pump price of 123.50 naira per litre. The guiding price, which becomes effective today, 1st April 2020, shall apply to all retail outlets nationwide for the month of April 2020. PPRA and other relevant government agencies shall continue to monitor compliance to extant regulations for a sustainable downstream petroleum sector. Members of the public and oil marketing companies are to be guided accordingly, and that notes that this will be another review that should have a positive impact on Nigerians considering relief measures during this period of COVID-19. And that will be all for this edition of the WebTV Corona Watch. You can visit our website, www.proshareng.com, to get more updates from our news stories and videos. You can also follow our social media platforms showing on the screen for further updates on our market reports. Join us by 3 p.m. for our afternoon segment, which will be streamed live on our YouTube, Periscope, and Twitter channels. Till we come your way again, thank you for watching and stay safe.